Hello, and it's time to talk about the RP because, yeah, that has been undergoing for quite a while, so I should start talking about that once again because I recently have been playing an RP with my friends and it's been fantastic. We've been playing Pathfinder and I've gotten quite a bit of a hunch to play. Now, I actually recently took a look at Shadowrun quite a bit more and realized how freaking much I love that setting and how much I love basically all about it. So, you might ask what happened to that campaign, that system that I was doing on my own. Yeah, turns out that game balance takes quite a bit longer than I wanted to. And before I'm gonna start anything with that, I want to start something. I want to get back into DMing because it's been a while since I've DM'd anything or GM'd. So yeah, there are four options. Vote in the poll, but preferably only if you plan on playing. Now I won't stop anyone from voting, but preferably only if you want to play. So the four campaigns are going to be from two settings, and those are going to be Pathfinder or Shadowrun. Yeah, they are quite drastically different from one another, but that's kind of the point. And both of them have two choices, which in Shadowrun they have standard choice and a bit more different choice. Both settings or systems have a well they have pretty similar choices overall. Like the standard campaigns are in Pathfinder, the standard campaign is basically just a line of missions that I'm gonna somehow try to dangle together. And the guild campaign, which I'm gonna name that now, is basically that people are inhabiting one guild and other players are inhabiting one city, or they are in one city and they accept missions and go on those missions and then return back to that city because that's fun. But yeah, that's basically that. Actually, screw it. I'm just gonna build in just throw in like city management or something else, which yeah, that's gonna be fun. Let's add city management to both settings because that's kind of doable. But yeah, that's rather self-explanatory, the city management. Now the standard campaign in Shadowrun is a bit different because in Shadowrun there is rarely any huge overarching stories, and while I will try to get something like that done, mostly it will be just series of connected missions. Maybe by some overarching story, most likely not. Now the campaign on the Shadowrun side of things is going to be a bit different. It's going to be basically that the players are going to establish their own gang and they are going to try to amass more power and influence in the city. That's all of the choices. And the city management for Shadowrun is basically going to be gang management because it's just going to be a more tedious, shall we say, more detailed version of just a gang war campaign where basically you might be able to, depending on what the players want, you might be able to send some random gooks on missions, or in the gang management, let's call it that, you might be able to, equip your gooks, maybe look at their stats, maybe configure them, or even join them in some huge raids or something like that. Anyway, a lot more finicky, a lot more detailed management thingy. The gang war campaign just in general might have some management elements to it, but we'll decide on that depending on the players. Anyway, vote and get in contact with me if you want to play. We'll be using, well, there will be the necessary requirement that you will have you need to have a microphone. That's basically it. We'll be using either Discord or Skype for conversations, and we'll be using Roll20, which I will link in the description as well. We'll be using that for conversations. And we'll be using Discord or Skype for conversations and Roll20 for the actual gameplay itself, because it's simple and it's effective. Yeah, I think that's all. If you have any questions, remember to ask them. Everything's still rather unclear. I do prefer low power campaign settings, so preferably we'll be starting from the bottom up. So we'll be starting with some really ground level people and try to maybe build a legend. Anyways, that's about all. Thanks, and vote if you are gonna play, if you want to play. Hopefully there won't be something like 50 applicants. That would be quite something. Unlikely. Anyway, thanks for watching. Ganmu out.